Okay, so welcome sa session naman na 'to for DGLX1. So, today we'll be talking about yung lesson 2, which is yung arithmetic ng mga binary or rather lahat ng number systems, which we can all represent using binary naman. Kaya ang tawag dito sa book ni Mano is binary arithmetic. Actually, kay ano ata yun, kay Roth, yun, tawag is binary arithmetic, but it's really arithmetic on number systems. Okay? So to recap, alam naman natin na there are numerous amounts of number systems. So basically, kaya sila tinawag na base n kasi nga the n represents the number of bits. Kaya na ba 64-bit, an 8-bit, etc. So alam naman natin that the best way of converting or rather may dalawang ways ng pag-convert ng number systems. And the first way is yung parang long method where from number system 1, papunta sa decimal. Then papunta kay number system 2, no? And the other one is number system 1 to binary, then to number system 2. Now it's important to note, no, na itong number 1, kaya siya tinawag na long method kasi ano ba ginagawa natin dito? For example, let's say you have 3, 4, 5, 7 base 8 siya. How do I convert this to base 16 using the decimal na method? So you simply represent each of this as yung n niya, which is 8 raised to kung pang ilang digit siya minus 1. So for example, 7 is the first digit, so 1 minus 1 is 0. This one is second digit, so 8 raised to 2 minus 1, which is 1. 8 raised to 2, 8 raised to 3. So ang gagawin nyo ngayon dito sa mga to is i-multiply nyo siya dun sa number na nakatapat sila. And then you add. So you have 3 times 8 cubed plus 4 times 8 squared plus 5 times 8 plus 7 times 8 raised to 0. Okay? So, ganyan yung pag-convert niya sa decimal. And then, just say you have a decimal number na. No? Let's say you have 102,785. So, what's next? Paano mo siya i-convert into base 16? So, you divide this by 16 continuously. Every remainder na makikita mo, kunyari may remainder ka ditong 2. So, every remainder is equal to 2. So, yung next na answer, which is yung answer dito, for example, 1025. Nanguhula lang ako dito, okay? So, ito yung remainder mo, which is 2. So, itong 1025, ito naman yung gagamitin mo pang divide dito. Okay? Divide, ano mo siya? Dividend. Okay? Your next dividend. And again, wala pang kinocompute dito, no? So, just showing that. So, of course, yung second way is yung mas madaling way, which is papuntang binary then kay NS2. However, okay, mamaya may makita kayong limitation dito kay number 2. So I will put this on the side first, no? Kasi hindi ito yung main topic natin for today. Today we'll be talking about yung arithmetic na, no? Okay? So we have some examples here. So for the most part muna, sandali lang. Okay. Sige. So, ang ano ko kasi dito is, let's start off with, alam naman natin na 'pag nag-add tayo ng dalawang numbers in decimal, 22 and 39. 'Pag in-add natin 'tong dalawa at sumobra siya sa 10, okay? So, yung 10 yan yung base ng decimal, okay? So, sumobra siya 11. So, mangyayari is ima-minus natin siya ng 10 and for every time na magma-minus tayo ng 10, magdadagdag tayo ng carry na isa dun sa taas. So, ganito rin yung principle ng ah, mga other number systems, okay? So, lahat naman na nakikita natin dalawahan lang yung pag-add. So, let's actually put a bit of challenge sa atin, no? So, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 7. Ayan. So, lahat to base 8. Ayan. So, let's say I want to add these three numbers. So, ano mangyayari? Okay. First, you add these directly. 6 plus 3 plus 7 is 16. Now, obviously, si 16, sobra po siya sa 8. So, ang mangyayari, every time na ganito yung case, magbabawas tayo ng isang 8. And for every time na magbabawas tayo ng 8, idadagdag natin siya ng isa doon. Kabila. So, may carry na tayo. So, 16 minus 8 is 8. But 8 here is still not allowed in octal. Kasi remember, hanggang 7 lang yan. 0 to 7 bits lang yan. So, let's subtract this by another 8, meaning may isang carry pa tayo dito. This will become 2. So, this will be 0. So, therefore, dito, 0 na siya. Okay, so dito 2. So, you add this together and I get 10 and 15. 15. Now, I minus that by 8 and makukuha ko yung 7. So, may carry 1 now doon kasi nagbawas ako ng isang 8. And then ito, add ko lang. So, this will become 10. But then I minus that by 8 para may carry akong 1 na isa doon. So, I'm left with 2. So, I have 1270 base 8. Okay? So, yan yung paano siya i-add. Na hindi lang dalawang numbers lang, okay? Can have 3 numbers. Okay. So, with that, how about, let's change this a bit, no? Let's change this a bit. Ang gawin natin is, meron tayong isang number, right? Say you have 3, 5, 7 na base 8. And then 2, 4, 6 na base 8 rin. You add them together. Pero, the catch is, ima-minus mo siya ng 1, 3, then 5. So, ito madali lang to. I-add mo lang to, then ima-minus mo lang to. Pretty basic stuff. Now, ito yung medyo nagiging trippy yung iba. What if ima-minus ko na to? So, what if it is a multi-level na subtraction? Okay? Kasi yung nakita nating subtraction last time, dalawahan lang sila. Ang ginawa lang ni Sir is itong number na to, ima-minus mo lang sa number na to. Okay? Now, there are 2 approaches that you can do. The first approach is i-add mo muna si 246 and 135 together. So, I have 246 and 135. They're base 8, di ba? So, if I will add them together, so ito 11 naman minus 8, so that's 3. 1. So, this is 8, so minus 8, 0. 403. So, you can now see that I will subtract 357 to 403. Minus 403. Okay? And makikita nyo dito no, na ang magiging sagot nito is negative. Okay? 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Okay? So, ganyan. Okay. So, pag ginawa nating 5 na lang to, so just for the sake of simplicity, gagawin nating 5 ito. Kasi wala pa naman tayo dun sa lesson na what if yun nga may negative number. Meron kasi yung magiging representation pag may negative siya. Okay. So anyway, ganito. So the next way is to subtract this directly. Yun nga lang, when you subtract this directly, no, it's clear from this one na si 7 minus 6, 1. Pero pag minus mo siya kay 5, hindi na pwede. So at this point, ang gawin natin is mag-carry na tayo agad ng isa galing kay 5. So I will get 4 here and ito magiging 7 plus 8 which is 15. So ito na lang yung ima-minus ko. Sa 15 minus 6 minus 5 which is 4. And so here you have 4 minus 4 which is 0 and then minus 1 ng 3 which is bawal. So ang gawin natin, mag-carry pa tayo ng isa galing kay 5. This will become 4. And so I get 8 plus 4, which is 12. So 12 minus 4 minus 3 is 5. And then here, 4 minus 2 minus 1. 154 base 8. Okay? So yun lang yun kapag multi-level na yung ating subtraction. Di ba? Now, hindi rin naturo ito last time, no? Pero meron rin siya ng multiplication. No? So, hindi ko lang kung pwede natin pangunahan si Sir. But let's be real to ourselves, no? Madali lang naman kasi mag-add and subtract, 'di ba? Kapag sumobra lang siya dun sa base number niya, which is for example, Base 16 siya. Sumobra sa 16 yung number na yun. Babawas mo lang siya ng 16, then you carry it with 1. So, gawin natin, mag-multiply tayo. And madali lang naman mag-multiply, lalo na sa binary and decimal. So, ang gawin natin siya sa octal and hex. Para alam niyo na, yung expectation natin for the next lesson. So, 354 base 8, and I multiply this to 23 base 8 rin. Okay, so ito medyo magiging different ito. Okay. So, if this was a typical na decimal, 4 times 3 is 12. Diba? 12. So, yung 2 na yan, o 12, right? Ma-minus natin siya ng 10. So, I get 2 and then 1. So, dito, I still get the 12, pero dahil base 8 to, I minus this only by 8. And so, I get 4. So, yun yung ika-carry ko na 1 dito. So, si 3 times 15 is 15 plus 1, which is 16. And alam naman natin na I have to subtract this by 2 8s. Okay? So, dalawang 8 ang subtract ko kay 16 para mag-0 siya. So, therefore, this will become 0, and I have here's 2. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2, 11, minus 8, and I have 1 there, no? So, I get 1304. Ayan. What's next? What's next? Doon naman tayo sa next na number, which is 2. And then, i-multiply mo lang rin si 354. And again, same rule applies. Kapag sumobra siya ng 8, or exactong 8, babawas ka ng isang 8 dyan. So, 2 times 4 is already 8. So, I minus that by 8, and I will get 0. So, 0 dyan, and I will put 1 there. 2 times 5 is 10, minus, plus 1, which is 11. Sobra siya sa 8, minus natin siya ng 8. So, this is actually 11, minus natin ng 8, and I get 3. So, may isa na ako dito. This will become 3. Okay? 3 times 2, 6 plus 1. Ayan. 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 7. And then, i-add lang natin siya. So, 4, 0, 6, 8. Pero again, bawal magka-8. So, this will become 1, 0, 60, 6048. Base 8. No? So, check lang natin siya sa calculator. 354 times 23. Okay, yan. 106048. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. Kadali. Oh, let's have another one. This time, naka-hex naman. So, ito lang yung medyo mahirap na, no? Let's say I want to multiply AF to FF. Okay? And alam naman natin na 15 to. So, ito yung medyo masakit sa ulo. No, hindi siya masakit sa ulo, pero matagal kasi to. For example, if I will multiply FF, that is 15 squared. This is 225. Ilang 60 nang ibabawas ko kay 225 para lang maging ano siya, di ba? Like, it's absurd. Pero kayang-kaya mong gawin mo lang, 16. So, si 225, divide mo ng 16, so I have 1 minus 16. So, I get 65, 16, 32, 64. So, 4 nito, minus 64, and then 1. So, matitira na lang dito is 1, and then dito sa taas nito is 40 nang idadagdag mo. Diba? Oh. F natin, which is 15 times A. It's 10. So, 150 yon. Oh, sobra siya ng 16. So, anong gagawin natin? Let's divide this by 16 para malaman natin kung ilang beses natin siyang i-subtract ng 16. So, 9. So, that's 4 times 5, which is 144. Okay, 6. So, I have a remainder of 6, meaning, okay, wait. Nakalimutan ako. F times A is 150, pero hindi ko nadagdag yung 14 natin dito. So, therefore, it's actually 164. Oh, 164 dapat to. Di natin pwede gamitin yan. So, gawin natin. Divide natin siya ng 16. So, it's obvious from here, it's 10 with a remainder of 4. So, itong 4 na to yung matitira. May 10 tayo dito, which is letter A, di ba? So, I have A41 dito. And of course, dahil F lang rin yung i-multiply natin sa baba, I will simply just put A41 lang rin sa baba. So, now I can add this. 1, 5, 14. Ano ang 14? That is letter E. E and then A. So, AE 51 dapat ang sagot. Check natin daw. So, AF times FF. AE 51. Ayun. So, yan, tama. Okay? So, ganun tayo ano kapag base 16, okay? So, to recap, you multiply these together, and kapag sumobra siya sa iyong base number, magbabawas ka ng amount of that base hanggang sa maging lesser than sa base siya. So for example, yun nga si F and F, which is 225. You have to divide this by 16 para malaman mo kung ilan yung ibabawas mo. Which is, again, from this, it's actually 4 with an extra 1. So itong extra 1 na to, yung magiging digit mo dito, and yung 14 na to, yan yung carry mo. Okay? Ayan. So that's how you do it. Multiplication niya. And I guess nakita nyo naman na yung division kanina. Pero kung hindi nyo nakita yan, so let's actually do the division. Okay? Let's do the division. Dito, nag-iisip ako ng number in the top of my head. 107,936. This is base 8. And I must divide this by 243. Base 8 then. Okay. Okay, so ito medyo complicated to. Yan. So, see, this is gonna be one of the reasons why usually hindi ginagamit si division, no? It's not because, well, it's actually because medyo alam niyo na, mahirap siya eh. Okay? So, let me explain. Okay, wait lang. Kaya pala, bawal pala to. Let's make it 6. Okay. So let's say you want to divide this number by 243 na naka-base 8. Okay. So, tulad lang rin naman siya ng sa decimal, right? 1076, divide mo na 243. In decimal, madali lang yan. You have to just multiply this by some number. Dapat lesser than 1076 pa rin siya. Diba? So, ano ang complexity naman? Or rather, anong nagpapahirap ngayon dito? Dito kasi, 'di ba, if you multiply 243 by 3, for example, remember base 8 sila, okay? This will become 9, but then sobra nga siya ng 8. So now you have to put 1, right? So 1 here, then 1 here. So this one will be 12 plus 1, 13, minus 8, which is 5, and then 7. Okay? So obvious here, hindi pwede yung 243. So you must use 244 naman, right? Okay, so ilan naman yung 4? So 12 minus 1, which is, wait, sorry. 3 times 4, which is 12, minus 8. So that's going to be 4 pala. And then carry ka ng 1. 4 times 4, 16, plus 1, which is 17. So this will become 1, carry 2, and then 10, which will become 1, 2, 1, 4. Okay, now this is your problem. Sumobra na siya dito kay 1076. So that means, yung kanina na 3, yun na yung ano mo dyan. 'Di ba? So ano ulit yung sagot natin doon? Ayan, gagawin ko rin tuloy ulit. Ayan. 12, 13, 3, 1, 5, 1, 6, 7, 5, 1. Ayan. So I minus that by 751, and this will become 6 minus 1, 5, 2, 10 minus 3, 3. 3, 2, 5. Wait, what? Wait lang. What? Okay. Hindi nga pala to ano. Sorry. Hindi nga pala to, this is decimal. 10 minus 7, hindi yan 10. This one is 8 pala. Ay, 8 tuloy. Okay, basically yung 10 na yan, 'di ba? Itong 0 lang yun. 0 minus 7 lang yun. So hindi mo pwedeng pag-subtract yun, but at the same time, hindi mo pwedeng isama lang si 1 na gagawin mo siyang decimal. Again, this is base 8. So what does that mean? Yung 1 na yun, i-carry over mo siya kay 0. So si 0 na to magiging 8 na siya. Okay? So it's actually 8 minus 7, which is 1. Okay? Yun, 1, 2, 5. And then ibababa mo si 3. And now we can see here na it's actually 4 minus 1,076. Tama ba? Let's just check. 1214 pala. 1214, sorry. 1214. And I get 39. Ba? 39? 39 tuloy. Again, bawal nyo siyang basta-basta diretsohin. Ayan, see, this is ito na yung sinasabi ko kasi usually, sanay tayo na dinediretso natin siya. 3 minus 4 bawal. Pero, hindi siya decimal. So, you just add 8 and you get 11. Okay? So, this will become 4. 4 minus 1, 3. 37. And then, ibababa mo yung isang 6. So, may 1 ka dito. And now, you minus that by 243. And this will become 3, 3, 133. Okay? So, may remainder akong 133. Okay? So, ganyan. Mag-divide, no? Hindi ko pa na, hindi ko pa, well, I mean, madali, ano lang naman siya, ano? Same lang rin naman siya kapag sa decimal, di ba? Magdadagdag ka ng dot dito. So, 0 na to. And then you add a 0. And so, now you divide this. I think it's still 4, no? 0 po. So, 341.4. Yan yung parang pinaka-answer dyan sa division na yan. Okay? So, sa calculator nyo, hindi nyo ma-check yung sa decimal. Okay? So, you will have to do, ayan o, pag dinivide nyo siya sa calculator, ang ipapakita lang nyo is yung whole number. So, hindi nyo ma-check yung decimal. Okay? Meaning, kailangan yung i-manual yun. Okay? So, wala kang choice. That's the short part. So, okay. It's clear here na alam na natin kung paano basics ng arithmetic. So now let's go with the next one. Wait lang. Ayan, sorry, nag-dinner ako. Okay. So, you can now see that the main lesson kasi natin talaga is complements. Okay? So, to recap, meron tayong dalawang type of complements. You have the R's and the R minus 1s. So, ang tawag sa R's natin, in general, is the radix complement. And yung R minus 1s natin is the diminished radix complement. And yung computation ni R minus 1 and yung R is madali lang naman. For example, you have a number 135 in decimal, in hex, in octal. Sige, gawin natin sila lahat. Sige, ganito na lang. 10101111. Okay. So, let's assume that this is an actual number na decimal, binary. So, iisa-isay natin yung mga number system tapos ganito yung representation niya. So, let's start off with the binary. So, paano mo hahanapin yung R minus 1s and R's niya? By the way, yung R na yun nandito, ang ipapalit mo dito is yung base niya. So, for example, if you are binary, you have the 2's complement, pala, 2's complement, and then the 2 minus 1 or the 1's complement. Okay. So, question, paano po natin makukuha rather yung 1's and 2's complement, no? So, let's start off with the 1's complement. Okay? So, sa 1's complement, madali lang yan. You simply flip all the bits. Okay? Yan lang yan. Simply flip all the bits. So, yan yung 1's niya. But then, what about 2's? So, pag 2's naman, dadagdagan mo lang si 1's mo ng isang extra bit. I get 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. So, now, you have the 2's complement. Okay, what about kapag decimal na to? Okay? What about if this was a decimal? Paano natin nganin yan? Okay, ganito lang yan. Wait lang. Sorry. Simply put, no? Since si 10,111, no, sorry. Bakit naman ganun magbasa? Okay, so itong number na to, which is 1,10,111 nga. Okay. Since ilan ang kanyang digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have 7 damn digits. Okay? Ang pinakamadaling way ng pag-convert niyan is to simply subtract this 2, the base niya, which is 10, raised to kung ilang digits yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Raised to 7. So in other words, this will become a simple subtraction now. Okay? So 10 minus 1 and you get 9. And 9 minus 1 would you get 8. 9 minus 1 ulit, you get 8. 9. Then you got 10 minus 1 which is 9. Naging negative 1 to. So dagdag tayo ng isa. So carry tayo ng isa dito. So get 9. Okay, yan. Ito yan. 999,889. Wait lang. Check ko lang. 10,000, 10,111 plus 999,889. Okay. Ay, wait lang. May extra akong bit. Isa pa. Okay. May na-extra akong bit dito. Isa pa. So, 10 minus 1, 9. Ito, nag-borrow tayo ng isa. So, dapat magiging negative 1 na lang to. But since babaro pa ng isa, this will become 9. I get 8. So, this will become negative 1 rin. But since I have to subtract some stuff, so gagawin kong 9. So, 9 minus 1 and 8. So, ito magiging 9. So, lahat to magiging 9 maliban sa dulo. Yun yung problem ko. 8 lang pala to. So, 8989. Yun lang pala. Okay. So, check lang natin. Ayun. Okay. So, nakuha na natin yung kanyang 9's complement. 9's complement. So, ano napansin nyo sa 9's complement? Lahat ng numbers na nandito, sinubtract lang natin siya ng 9. Or rather, sinubtract natin siya sa 9 nga. Tama. Sa mga bit stream of 9. So, yun lang yung gagawin nyo kapag magko-convert kayo into the diminished radix nung number nyo. And then, paano natin to gagawing radix? Simply just add 1. Okay? You simply add 1. So, this will become 98, 9, 8, 9, 8. Ayun. So, ito na yung kanyang tens naman. Diba? So, for example, if you have a number such as A, F, 3, G, 4. Ayan. So, let's say you have this number and it's in hex, of course. So, paano mo siya i-convert into the 15s? Simply subtract everything by the F. But may G dito? 6 pala. So, F minus 4, 11, which is B. Ito, 9, 12. Letter C. 0, 5. So, now this is your 15s. You simply add an extra bit here sa dulo. And I get 5, 0, C, 9, and then C. So, yan yung 16s niya. Di ba madali lang mag-convert? So, what is the reason kung bakit tayo ng complement? Ano ba yung concept nitong complement na to? Well, let's say you wanna subtract two numbers, no? 30 minus 20. So, this is of course 10. Okay. Dali lang yan. Easy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. Ganito kasi yon. Si 20, ano yung kanyang complement? Ang complement ni 20 is 100, or rather, ayun na nga. O, sige na nga. 20, right? So, since this is base 10, 10 minus 10, which is 10. 10 nga. let's actually have it 0 nga pala. Oh, nga pala 0. Okay. So 0 minus 0, 0. 10 minus 2, 8. Okay? So this will become 30 and then ito 80. And then yung concept niyan is pag in-add natin sila and you disregard yung unang bit na to. So ito nga pala ano niya to no? Tens niya kasi to. So tama lang pala ako kanina ng 10 no. Ayan. So 2s na 'yan. So basically speaking, etong ginawa natin dito, alright, is yung complement ni 20 in-add natin sa original number natin. This will produce an extra na bit sa pinakadulong left. It's always 1, okay? Unless madami kang in-add, 'di ba? What if itong mga numbers na 'to dinagdagan ko pa ng isa pang layer? Well, dun ka ngayon magkaka-problems, 'di ba? Okay. So, with that, no, yung pinaka-concept niyan is parang, yun nga, let's say you have a pie, okay, and kumain ako ng onti ng pie na yun, okay, so I get like 80 na lang, okay, so if hinahanap nila kung ano yung portion na to ng pie na to, okay, well, what I can simply do is actually add this to the same pie, yeah, the same pie, okay, sige, ayan. I add that to the same pie and then may mano-notice sila. That's right. Meron kang portion na to, but the whole pie is like 2 na pie. So I have like 2 pies. Pero meron siyang portion na nawawala. 'Di ba? Well, actually, napa-complicated ko lang ng konti. Pero basically, you get na, wait lang, okay. Hindi ko na-prepare itong part na to. Ano? Pero basically saying, ito kasi decimal to. This is a decimal system, 'di ba? Pag meron ka kasing extra bit dito, this represents 10 raised to kung pang ilan siya, which is 2. 3 pala minus 1. So 10 squared. So you have an extra n to the some number na 'yon dito sa dulo. Okay? So if you disregard that, you get this 10, which is of course equal sa 30 minus 20 natin. And recall na yung 20 natin na to, negative 20 rather, yan yung pinaka-original number natin. Okay? So yun yung pinaka principle ng complement. Medyo hindi ko rin, apologies, pero hindi ko rin talaga na explain na maayos yung complement na yan. I actually have it in the top of my head before ako mag-start kanina, no? Okay. So apologies for that one, no? Okay, ganito kasi. Alam naman natin kung paano gawin 'to lahat. Itong mga dalawang 'to, no? Etong una nga, ang nakalagay lang naman dito is that ko-convert mo yung answer mo to hexadecimal and then iko-compare mo ngayon yan sa kapag diniretso mo yung complement nitong CAD9. So let's actually try that, no? Let's actually try this one. Find the 16th complement of CAD9. So the first thing you have to do is subtract everything by 15. Si C, si A, si D, si 9. Okay? So, si C natin is actually ilan? 12. So, 15 minus 12 is 3. 15 minus A is 5. 15 minus D, which is 13, is 2. And 15 minus 9 is 6. So, this is your 15s. But we're looking at 16s. So, I simply add an extra bit and I get 3,527. So, yan dapat yung ano natin, 16's complement niya. Okay, so what's next? Well, what's next is let's convert our CAD9 to binary. Ayan. So itong question na to, whole package na to ng parang pinaka lesson natin for the first one and of course yung ngayon. Okay. Ko-convert natin to sa binary. May nakakalimutan ka pa rin kung paano gawin ito. So let me recap. CAD9, okay, meron siyang mga decimal. Or rather, ano pala, number nila. No? Hindi decimal. Hindi ko pwede tawagin decimal kasi baka i-assume nyo na ko-convert natin to decimal number system yan. Hindi. Meron siyang number values. So for C, alam natin, this was 12. Si A, this was 10. This is 13. So ito, gagawin natin, lalagay natin si 12, si 10, si 13, and then si 9. Then, you represent each and every one of them dahil nga ano sila, hex sila. Hex is 16 which is equal to 2 raised to 4. Meaning, I can represent these numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bits. Okay? So, I will represent all of this by 4 bits. Now, may hindi pa rin alam kung paano to gawin, or rather, bakit sabi nila, uy, bakit yung 12, it's actually 1, 1, 0, 0. So, bakit naging ganun yon? Okay. Again, each place dito is the base natin, which is 2 raised to n minus 1. Since this is the first number, 1 minus 1 to. So, this is 2 raised to 0 equal to 1. So, this will become 2 raised to 1 then, which is equal to 2. This is 2 raised to 2, which is 4. And this one is 2 raised to 3, which is 8. Okay? So, I have an 8, 4, 2, 1 sa 4 bits. And so, pag nilagyan mo ng 1 dito, i-multiply mo lang naman si 1 sa number niyo sa baba. So, 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. Add them together and you get 12 kasi the rest is 0. So, ganun mag-represent ng 12. 1, 1, 0, 0. And then you have 10 which is 1, 0, 1, 0. 13 natin which is 1, 1, 0, 1. And you have a 9 which is 1, 0, 0, 1. So, now you have this in binary. Now, hanapin daw po natin yung two's complement. Okay. So, what is the ones complement na lang nito muna? So, the ones is, kapag flip natin lahat, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So, yan yung ones niya. Pag dinagdagan ko siya ng extra bit sa dulo, this is of course going to be the same number, may dagdag lang na isa. So this will become 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So now this is your 2's. So paano natin ito i-convert to hexadecimal? Again, just like what I said earlier, each bit or rather a hexadecimal, each character is 4 bits. So you group them into 4 bits. Saan magsisimula? Hindi sa most significant digit, sa least significant, which is right here. So this is equal to 3, this is equal to 5, this is equal to 2, and this is equal to 7. So we see that it's the same answer. Diba? So what that means is you can convert any number in one number system into the complement of another number system. Okay? So, yun lang yun. Okay. Meron ako nakalimutan kanina, no? I-explain. Naalala nyo naman, no, kapag meron na siyang decimal, right? Like, let's say, yung pinaka-full formula ng R-1's complement natin. It was actually equal to R raised to N minus R raised to M minus 1. Yan. So, itong R raised to M, the M stands for the number of decimal places. Okay? So, you could have 5 decimal places. So, you have to minus that by 5. Okay. A little bit of insight dito sa paggamit ng formula na to. Kaya hindi ko siya pinakita ngayon kasi merong mga nalilito paano gamitin to, no? Let's say you wanna represent 727.543 base 8 into this, or rather yun, hanapin mo yung kanyang complement in 8. Hindi mo pwedeng gamitin ng basta-basta itong formula na to, no? Okay, I think may mali akong dito. I think it's the n, which is yung actual number niya. Okay, my bad. So, hindi mo pwedeng gamitin itong formula na to. Why is that so? Negative m kasi to. Wait lang. Okay, ayun. Wait lang. Check ko lang kung tama ako ng formula. Ayun nga, tama, minus NR. Okay, ayan. So, tama pala. Okay. So, ayan yung kanyang diminished value. Okay. So, hindi nyo pwedeng basta-basta gamitin itong formula na to nang hindi nyo nako-convert yung number to decimal. Kasi again, you must convert this number into decimal. Decimal kasi you are using yung value ng actual base mo. Okay? So for example, if you have 727.543, so again, the n represents the number of whole places, you have 8 raised to 3. Okay? Minus, ito, the number of decimal places, 8 raised to negative 3. Minus the number na 727.543. So this is wrong. Okay? Bakit? Kasi hindi nyo kinonvert si 727.543 to decimal. Kailangan i-convert nyo po siya. And the reason being, dahil itong formula na to is naka-base 10 to. And wag nyo nang tatanungin kung paano yan i-convert into base 8 kasi kahit ako hindi ko alam kung paano yan i-convert into base 8. Just know that this formula is in base 10 where the R represents yung base ng original number natin which is 8, 16, ganon. So you have to convert this into decimal. Kakailanganin mo pang i-multiply siya ng 8 squared plus 2 times 8 plus 7. And then you add that by 5 times 8 raised to negative 1 plus 4 times 8 raised to negative 2 plus 3 times 8 raised to negative 3. And then, ayun. So yun yung lalabas dun yung pinaka-ilalagay mo talaga. Okay? So yung dito sa decimal places, no? For those who do not know, di ba? You have something like 0.3267. What do you do in order to convert this into the diminished radix? Simply minus that by 1. No? Kaya siya naka-minus r raised to negative m. No? Okay. So, what is the answer? This one is 3, 10, 9, 3. Okay. So, yun na 9. Ma-minus 9 ko lang pala sila lahat. Yeah. Maliban dito. This one is like not included. Ayan, 0 lang siya. So, 9 minus 7 is 2, 9 minus 6 is 3, 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 minus 3 is 6. Okay. Bakit hindi po included dito yung ano, ito? Kasi we are talking about the decimal for this one. Ito, whole number siya. Okay? So, you might wanna consider that as 0. Okay? sorry. Okay, so ito ngayon yung kanyang radix. Radix to ha, so this is his tens. Pero yung diminished radix, you have to subtract tuloy. Nines pala to, nines. Okay, nines pala to. But again, remember, sa diminished radix, you have to add a extra bit. Pero, dahil this one is a decimal, sa pinakadulo na ng decimal mo siya iladagdag. Okay? So, same lang rin naman siya. Again, careful of using the formula. It's in base 10. Okay? So, wag nyo basta-basta gagamitin tong formula na to para i-convert ito into what? Nines? Yan. Wag nyo basta-basta siya gagamitin. Okay? Actually, itong mismong formula na to pang tens talaga siya. No? Parang mas effective siya sa tens kaysa sa eights. And 16s. Okay. So, isa sa, again, pinakita ko kanina is yung dun sa complement. How you can use complement for subtraction. Now, meron akong sinabi kanina about the limitations of our number 2. NS1, po-convert mo to binary and then i-convert mo to BS2. So, the question now on everyone's minds is, ano yung limitation na yun? Okay. So, ayan. Wait lang. Okay. So, balik tayo dito sa ating limitation nga pala ng ating number 2, which is converting to binary. So, this only works kapag yung number system na i-convert mo is naka-base 2 rin. Or, sorry, hindi naka-base 2. Multiples of 2 rin. So, what do I mean? For example, if you have something like a base 2, this is a binary. If it is a base, if it is 4, which is equal to 2 squared, this is a, di ko alam kung anong tawag dito, 4? Ata? 4 decimal system. Okay, basta ganon. So, 2 raised to 3, which is 8. This is octal. And 2 raised to 4, which is equal 16, which is AX. Okay. So, ano yung next na magiging number system dito? Yung 2 raised to 5 naman, which is base 32. 32-bit na system. Okay? So, in short, ang limitation ni number 2 is hanggang dito lang sa mga ganito. Yung naka 2 raised to n lang siya. So, 128, 256, 64, 512, 1024, 2024, 4048. Ganun lang siya. Okay, di ba? Pero, what if hindi ganun siya? What if my question was something like this one? No? ABG 17, you minus that by 305 na nakadecimal. Base 17 si ABG. So, hindi mo pwede gamitin si formula number 2. Wala kang magagawa kundi gamitin si formula number 1. So, A is 10 times 17 squared, no? Plus B, which is 11 times 17, plus 16. G16. Okay. So, with that, kapag sinod mo ngayon to, yun, saan na ba yun? So, kapag sinod mo to, this is 3,093. Hindi tapos na yung boxing kasi 3,093 and minus 305. Para lang akong, pero okay, dahil sinabi sa problem, kailangan kong complement. Okay, so ano yung complement ni 305 in base 9? This is of course 604. So 3,093 minus 604, or rather add pala, sorry. Add mo pala yun. Okay, so I get 7, 9, 6, and then 3. Oh no. That's right. Nakalimutan ko po ilagay yung 0 dito. So 9 minus 0, ay, tama, 9 minus 0 is 9. So this is actually 12. So itong 1 na to, ibababa ko siya kay 7, and I get 2, 6, 9, 8. Okay. So yan ngayon yung subtraction niya kapag base 9. So pag base 10, it's simply adding another bit here. So I get 8, 9, 6, and 1, 2, 6, 9, 8. And then I ignore. Ignore 2, 6, 9, 8. So now you have the, yun yung pinaka-process niyan. Okay? So, again, ang ginawa natin dito is yung base 17 natin, ginamitan natin siya ng formula 1 para sa i-convert siya into decimal. And then we use the 9 sentence, which is yung tinapik natin kanina. So, what about something like this? Okay. Sorry for this one. GH, base 18. Okay. Base 18 and I subtract this to 201 na naka-base 8. So, eto, dalawang gamit ng number 1 to, no? So, first, convert your GH into decimal. Okay, wait lang. Sakit. Okay. So, convert GH to decimal by, that's right. So, si letter G is, in our case, no, 16 to. Ito, 17, no? So, this is 16 times 18 plus 17. Sagot dito. 305. Which is a decimal. Okay? So, yan yung decimal niya. And again, yung decimal, ko-convert natin siya sa base 8 through, that's right, division. Successive division. 3, 6, 5, 8. Remainder 1. So, I have 1 here, remainder, and then 8 by 38. What is this? 4 minus 32. I get 6. Ayan, 6. 6 and then 4. Ayan. So, 461 po ang ating number. Okay. So, this will become 400, araw po to, 461 base 8 minus 201 base 8. So, I guess dito kayang-kaya mo na siyang i-subtract. Pero again, God forbid, ayaw daw niya tayo subtract nito ng directly. So, let's use the complement. 201 in base 7. 7's complement rather is 5, 7, 6. Okay? Ayan. Ay, ayun. And then ito, 4, 6, 1. So, you add 1 plus 6 is 7. 6 plus 7 is 13. Pero dahil base 8 po tayo, we minus that by 8. And I get 5. This is 10 minus 8 to 1257. Baba natin to. Ay. Wait lang, isa pa. Think may mali ako dito. 201, then 777. So this one is 6, 7, 5. Ay, 576 nga. So 461, then 576. I add them together. Okay, tama lang pala. 7. So, eto. Actually, wait, no, hindi siya tama. Okay, wait, tama lang pala. Okay, 6 plus 7 is 13 minus 8, that's 5, 1. 4 plus 5 is 9 plus 10. 4 plus 5, 9 plus 1, 10. So, minus 8 and I get 1, 2, 5, 7. Bababa po natin to, pero ito yung problem. So, this will become 2, 5, 8. But, bawal po si 8. So, dadagdag siya dun sa kabila. Ayun yung inaano ko kanina, no? So, 260 po yung sagot. Okay? Ay, 260 ba? Tama nga, 260. Okay? So, yun yung kapag base, 7's complement. And again, kapag 8's complement, no? 0, 1, 13, 14, minus 8, which is 6, 1, 4 plus 5, 9 plus 1, 10 minus 8, 2, 1, 2, 6, 0. Ignore, and I get 260. So, yan na po yung sagot. So, conversion from 18 to octal. So, to recap, yung lesson po natin today, we simply demonstrated yung buong mga arithmetic operations natin from plus, subtract, times, and divide. Then, we use yung complement para mag-operate ng subtraction. We also explored yung dalawang formula natin and forgot to mention the fact, no, na etong number 2 na formula natin, hindi natin siya pwedeng gamitin kung yung base mo is hindi siya 2 raised to some n, no? So, you must be forced to use the first formula. Okay? So, with that, that would end yung aking lesson for today.